Right, here we go again. Full-time content creation journey series, episode 3. Again, mostly I'm doing this keep myself accountable so that I can take steps in order to go full time. So today's episode is going to be about how do I pick my niche? So I know it's possible to have more than one niche, but in order to do that, you have to make it really apparent to your audience. But here are the steps that I'm taking to pick mine. Okay, so the process that I'm going through in order to pick a niche is based on my knowledge and ability to categorize. My main source of content creation does come from video games, and so I have to first choose that main category of video games and then to go a little deeper. So I have to decide what's already there. For example, most of my content revolves around Call of Duty. So, in my personal research of consuming content, I'm able to categorize the forms of content that are already there. So, again, for example, I kind of split it up into 6 different groups. Okay, and those 6 groups are personality, knowledge, skill, challenges, specialists, and variety. So just to go a little deeper for personality, you would follow a content creator that most of their content is based on, how happy they are or how they rage. And there's knowledge based content where, someone's showing you what the best loadout is, best way to play the game. The category of skill comes when, someone's showing the best plays they've got. And the next category of challenges obviously is challenges. They play the game in a different way where you wouldn't normally play it in order to still get a win. And there's specialists where they play the game the same way over and over again. Like you have Timmy Two Cans, who is always on an ATV or on a vehicle. The Only Shady with RPGs. The Green Guys, who drop all their weapons and go into a fist fight. And then there are creators that base their content on variety. So they do, you know, they pick things from each of those main categories to base their content on. Okay, and the next step that I'm taking is picking one of these main 6 categories and going a little deeper by creating subcategories from that main category. For example, it might be easier to give subcategories to something like challenges because you're coming up with new challenges that someone hasn't done, when it may be harder to subcategorize things like personality. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, people are different in many ways, but you can find a lot of creators that rage in different ways, a lot of content creators that are really happy about what they're doing, and a ton of creators that are really nice. So the next step I'm taking is taking a look again at those main categories to see what specifically sticks out to me, and going off of that, choosing that specific main category to go a little deeper. And again, it's not impossible to choose more than one niche, but it does show a little more consistency in your content when you're following the same pattern. It's a lot easier to choose category that comes a lot more natural to you. And this puts me in a bind because I really like a lot of the content that I consume. While I am a little stuck, the next step is again choosing that main category and writing down, yes, writing down every possible subcategory that can come to mind. I believe I can find something. I just got to dig deep enough. Okay, I may have been all over the place, but just to reiterate everything that I've said, first choose something that sticks out to you, then categorize, then subcategorize. Write down everything possible that you can think of that's existent in that category. And again, find out how deep you can go. Okay, I have to remember that depending on how specific I choose to go with my niche, that it'll help me measure the amount of focus, and picking a pattern shouldn't make me feel stuck, but feeling of consistency. All right, and again, let's see how we do. I will continue to dig deeper, and let's see where this takes us. And if you liked today's video, please hit that like button and subscribe. Remember to hit the bell for all notifications.